quite an interesting week, day, year, lifetime we're certainly having, and we hope to give you up listeners through the show. I'm joined today, of course, by the wonderful, very beautiful psychic medium Shirley. Hello, Shirley.
Hello, Jacquelene.
How are you today?
Excellent.
Wunderbar?
Wunderbar.
Ah,
Das ist wunderbar.
Das ist wunderbar.
Ja.
Das ist awful.
Ja,
Das awful.
das ist sehr gut.
Das so
Ja.
gut. Super.
Super.
Yeah. Back
Yes.
to English.
Yes.
So it's been
Interesting.
Interesting. Did you notice the static yesterday? It's sort of like really hard to read for people. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
The energy was really
Ugh.
all over the place yesterday, wasn't it? It was pretty tough going yesterday.
I'm Shiza.
Yeah.
We can say that because we didn't say it in English, so
Yes.
it's still G-rated.
Yes.
But not in Germany.
Yes.
But it's, yeah.
It was
it's
certainly an interesting
very
day.
distressing.
It was very distressing, and people that are empaths, and there's a lot of people out there that feel things, would have felt a whole lot of stuff going on yesterday, and a lot of it wasn't very pleasant, was it?
No. And we've had a conversation in November about someone I saw at the crossroads, and it's interesting when you see things of a psychic nature,
Yes.
interdimensional nature. It's often at the meeting of 2 points, whether it's a meeting of 2 roads or an intersection, a T-intersection,
Yeah.
all of those sorts of things as to how messages come across that much easier because it's like the bend in the river, the intersection crossing
Fork in the road.
Fork in the road,
Yes.
the horizon line,
Yes.
another one,
Yes. That's right.
where you can kind of see things that you might not necessarily ordinarily see, even though you're psychic.
Yes.
And
And it can leave us wondering too, can't it? Because it sort of would hit hard and hit really, in the gut. And then we think, well, when's this going to manifest and how's it going to manifest?
and then you're in the middle of it.
And then you're literally in the middle of it. And that's where you literally found yourself yesterday.
And you too, and in
Yes.
2 completely different parts of Melbourne.
That's right.
Because I was in the CBD
Yes.
on Elizabeth Street,
That's right.
and you were right there in Frankston, literally, and
Yes.
we're both within 500 metres of very big things that happen.
Correct.
And it is disturbing. And so, I used to, for example, when there was that tsunami, for about 6 months before it, I was like, my son had to do cover a natural disaster at school, in primary school. And he's going, volcanoes, this, earthquakes, landslides. I said, tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an average word. And this was during, the year of 2004. And
Yes.
he's like, well, what's that, Mum? I said, well, none of your classmates will be doing that, so it'll be unique.
Yes.
And you really need to know what a tsunami is because there's a very big one coming.
Yes.
And it will affect Australia, and Australia will be giving a lot of aid to it, and it'll be sort of right up above Australia over there, into this part over here in sort of Asia.
Yes.
And he's like, and I'm like, oh God, did I really just say that? It comes out of your mouth, doesn't it?
It does. It can just literally come out, and we can't really censor it because we just know it and we feel it.
I was actually getting for that 6 months constant pneumonia, constant also fluid on the lungs.
Which is all about the fluid, it's all about the water, and it's all about the emotions.
Every night I was in seawater, just floating around. I've got bodies and driftwood with me. I'm like, I really don't want to be here.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? And then the day that it happened, because they were trying to cure me of the pneumonia, they were trying to, well, what do we give you now? Nothing was working.
Yes.
And then, gone.
Yeah, as soon as the events occurred and it's unfolded.
Just about to.
Just about
just
to.
before it hit, Jacquelene stops.
That's right.
Bang.
And then you're good.
And the same thing with those awful fires that we had up
the
near
King Lake.
where I lived.
Yes. Yeah.
Lived.
Yes.
And for 6 months, nothing could cool me down. Every night I was visited by ashen figures. They were made of ash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this can't be good. Okay.
So we don't really like to see or feel or sense these things, and often we won't talk about it with other people as well.
We don't publicise it.
We don't publicise it because it's a very sensitive topic and very sensitive issue, and yet it's very real, and it does show us that certain events are in motion.
And there's nothing we can do to stop them.
Yeah, and even if we're aware of it, it doesn't mean we can stop them because we don't always know exactly the date that it's going to happen or exactly the exact location, but we're in the energy of it.
Someone stuck in it.
Yes,
so
you have been.
and while I was right there, in my office, I was just having such a hard time reading for people because I could all that static's around me. I'm like, oh, something's going down.
Yeah.
And it's today.
Yes.
Why can't I see it?
Yes.
Well, you already have seen it. You just, you know,
Yes.
you're not in the space to know that today because, you know, nothing you can do to stop it anyway.
Well, I was actually seeing explosions when I was reading for people yesterday, and I was seeing this image of car mowing down people right in the middle of seeing clients.
So that morning I was Googling.
Yeah.
CBD, you know, people not being run over. I was Googling that past event we had in January.
Yeah, to check
in on it because you were a white car.
Exactly.
And I'm like, why am I seeing a white car? Oh, it's a flashback, Jacquelene. Is it a flash? No.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Flashback.
Yeah, so this is part of being psychic and being an empath, that we sometimes see things that we don't want to see.
Yep.
But it's a gift that comes with a lot of joy and gratitude, and but responsibility as well.
So when people you know, are getting that sort of thing, I think the thing to do is, if you're getting these sorts of things long before an event, maybe it's not about going, oh, wow, Facebook, this is going to happen. Oh,
no, it's probably not the responsible way to handle things.
Does it help anyone? I don't think so.
No, not necessarily.
It's kind of almost ambulance chasing before the ambulance gets there, I would kind of think.
Yes.
To me, it's, okay, well, let's send prayers and healing out so that
whatever is in motion, if we can't affect it or we can't change it, then at least we can send out some positive energy towards the people that are affected.
Absolutely. And, you know, and in some way if that mitigates it, well, that's fantastic. But we'll put that thought, that energy, that intention of healing out there. You know, that's a way of dealing with that as well. And also to say, all right, well, I can't go and, you know, necessarily do something to stop this. So I have to get on with my daily life. I have to normalise things as much as possible. I think you'd have to, maybe if you're writing it down, then you can say, well, here,
this is what I wrote down.
This is what I wrote down. Here it is.
That's right.
I'm not imagining things.
That's right.
Maybe that's another way of dealing with it.
Yes. Well, see, as the day unfolded, I've gone back and had a look at my thoughts, my feelings, my psychic impressions, and there was quite a few things adding up during the day.
Yep.
And when you go back and have a look at it, you go, oh, my God.
There it is.
There it is there. It's right in my face.
Yeah.
And I have to say, too, that, you know, people, you know, you've got to really trust your intuition and trust your gut. If an inner voice says, hey, don't go to work today, or change my plans, and it can be very subtle, can't it, that voice of intuition?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you can almost dismiss it. But if you're not meant to be at a certain place or a certain time, sometimes that voice can become a bit more urgent.
Yeah, and or you get to the train stop, but everything stopped you from getting there on time, and you're on the next train.
Yes.
And if you were on time, you would have been in the middle of it.
That's right.
Like, for example, the January one, when I was living out at Whittlesea and I was travelling, I was actually booked to be in Melbourne that day, 4 clients.
Yes.
3 of my clients for the morning cancelled for the January one.
Yes.
And I was like, something's afoot, you know, and I reckon it's, you know, in the CBD, and then I cancelled one of my afternoon ones that was booked for exactly that moment.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I had 2 more that were booked, and I'm like, driving in, really feeling it in the stomach's like, oh, I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just, you know, complaining. Kept driving in, but listened to the radio and actually put on the emergency radio, the ABC 774.
That's right.
Where anything that's breaking news-wise will come on there.
Correct.
So I actually was tuning to that, which is, got to say, really boring, but hey, informative. And sure enough, there it was. I was only as far in as Preston, and I'm like, there it is. I was waiting for this.
So you were feeling it. It was coming in, and you were
listening to the emergency radio,
listening to it,
not rushing in.
That's right.
And then I'm like, straight away, I texted them and said, look, can't come in today. We have to either reschedule or cancel.
Yeah.
And this is why. This is what's happened.
Yes.
This is why I was hesitant in coming today.
Yeah.
You know, and one of them actually said, oh, it's only a minor inconvenience. Oh, boy.
But obviously they don't understand how that affects us and the events that are going on.
Yeah, it can really jumble us up.
It can, can't it?
It's also because, you know, it's maybe not appropriate.
That's right. It's not appropriate.
Go ahead with the reading then.
Yeah, because we need to pay respect and we need to take a moment to just absorb the events and not exactly absorb them, but to think about what's happened.
And allow the Earth Angels to get in there and help rather than us being obstructing.
Yes.
Or if we're in the position of being one of those Earth Angels, whether it's a doctor, a policeman, an ambulance person, to be able to get straight there and put the energy into that. So if someone's actually working as psychic, but they also work in those sorts of services, the focus has to be over in the practical, not just,
sightseeing and ambulance chasing.
Yeah, just not good. So it's all about appropriateness, isn't it?
It is, and it is definitely about appropriateness. Very, very much so.
And it's really interesting because I always find the absurdity in the moment, because on the day of the Black Saturday fires, I actually got a phone call as I'm watching a column of smoke. Like, it was going way up into the sky, this column of smoke. And the wind is howling and the sky is turning brown like it does, before it goes black. And ring, ring. Oh, Jacqueline, you cancelled my appointment and everyone else's appointment yesterday in the city. Was it because you knew the fire was coming? And I'm like, look, I'm really sorry. I actually live in the fire zone. I'm currently watching it getting towards my house, and I'm kind of a little bit busy, and I need to keep the phone lines clear because this is an emergency. I don't know when I'm going to be able to touch my phone again. I will phone you subject as long as I can. On Monday to discuss this. But right now, I really want to go. I really want to clear. I hope you understand that I have to hang up. Yes. I said, don't go. We'll call you Monday. Anyway, ring, ring. Ring, ring. It's her again.
Yes. This is what it's all about, them and about their needs, isn't it? And that's, again, we're talking about appropriate situations.
And I'm, and you can hear the wind, because it picks up its own sound.
It does, yes.
And she's got to be able to hear that, It's like, look, I'm sorry, I've told you I need to keep the phone clear. I actually have to make one last phone call to my children. So I just one thing I would like from the house.
Yes.
I haven't said that part. I've just said, I've really got to keep the phone clear. Yes. I need you to hang up. I will call you Monday. Oh, but blah, 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 blah. And I actually said an expletive.
So, really?
Yes, I lost the trolley.
Oh, dear.
The trolley's gone way down the hill at speed. It was going to crash into anything.
Yes.
I lost the trolley. And the other words were, please don't ever call me again. I will send you a refund.
Yes, immediately.
Immediately. I'm only going to drop everything and give me a refund. And all the best. Hung up.
Yes.
Rang up once more. Didn't answer.
Yes.
Phone battery.
Yes.
Cloud of smoke coming closer.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting times, isn't it?
Interesting times. So when you're in that situation, you've got someone that's sort of, making it about them. It's about putting it back onto, hang on, what's the actual context here?
Exactly. Very much so.
Yeah, how do I deal with this appropriately? And using the boundaries, because as psychics, everyone thinks,
we're available 24/7.
I don't know about you, but I'm skydiving at 3 a.m.
Oh, me too. Regularly. Oh, bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
I love bungee jumping at 3 a.m.
It's a really great use of our time.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Well, but the thing is, 3 a.m. is also a time of grief. So if someone's really in that very heavy space, then they're not actually thinking of other people. They're so absorbed in that.
This is true.
That they are going to reach out. So at the same time, if we happen to be up at 3 a.m. and they happen to ring, well, yes, look, I'm really sorry. Can I phone you at 9 a.m.?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Here's what I want you to do in the meantime.
Yes.
Or here's Lifeline's number.
Yeah, well, that's right. Exactly.
Here's the emergency service you can reach that you need to.
Yes.
Because sometimes people need to reach out to other services, isn't it?
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. And sometimes they do reach out to us at odd hours.
Yes.
And sometimes we choose to answer, sometimes we don't.
And sometimes,
it's depending on how we feel, isn't it? It's about appropriateness, whether if we're up at that time or whether we feel that need to. Or if we're asleep and naturally we're all bungee jumping or skydiving, perhaps we won't answer because we are Geminis and we are multi-talented.
Yes.
We can answer calls and we can bungee jump at the same time, but it isn't appropriate.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Well, you kind of want your Gemini to be fully in the room reading for you when they're there, don't you?
Well, yes, normally.
They can do many things at once.
We can, can't we?
We can.
And that's one we can bungee jump and do reading at the same time.
Actually, we might very quickly, shall we? We've got people that have been waiting. And we've been going on, but
we have.
It's kind of been important conversation as well.
It has, hasn't it?
And we're sending loads of healing out. And
We are.
join us in sending healing out.
Please.
Even if you light a candle at home yourself.
Yes.
I'm going to flame throw mine and ours right now. Sending healing out to people who
and this time of year can be very difficult, can't it, for people?
Absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of people out there on their own without families around them at this time of the year.
So we're lighting a candle of healing for Melbourne, but also for everyone, and also for people who feel disenfranchised.
Yes.
There are people out there that, you know, they feel left out, so they get angry, they strike out.
That's right, exactly.
So it's about inclusion, and if we include people, make them feel loved, they feel less alone, and they're not going to necessarily strike out as quickly.
Yes, very much
something to certainly consider.
Yes.
But yeah, let's go to our first caller. She's been waiting very patiently. Oh my God.
And thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We have Veronica in Rochester, Pennsylvania, USA. Are you there, Veronica?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Hello. Good. And we're good, I think.
Oh, we are.
We really are.
Very good. I love it.
I love her laugh.
So do I.
Very big heart there you've got.
Yes,
Veronica.
bigger than Texas.
Bigger than Texas.
Yes.
And she's not actually in Texas, which is probably a good thing at the moment.
That's quite possibly, yes.
Yeah, she's kind of a rock and roll lady this way. This is rock and roll moves.
Yes, that's right.
Things shifting. Was there a question you wanted us to look at, today, there, Veronica?
Yes.
I think she's saying yes already.
Yes, hello, Veronica. Was there something you wanted to know from us?
Hello. Yes, I do. I would like to know about my love life, please.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was already picking up on. Jacqueline, did you want to make a start? Or?
I feel she's just got to take this one step at a time. There's a closed door to do with the past, to do with love life, that she's very grateful to have closed the door on.
Yes.
But we're looking at the future of love life. And to me, it's like there's a new open door on its way.
Yes, absolutely.
And she just has to take this one step at a time. Remember to have fun, Veronica, because you're all heart, it's all integrity, but it's also all responsibility and, you know, getting bogged down a bit in the mundanity. So it's about having a bit more playfulness at the moment in that area. Where were you going with it?
Well, I was actually going with love as well, and definitely feeling that I needed to close the door on the past, very, very much because of what's happened in the past, and really just absolutely letting it go, and really being playful and being in the moment with the love that's coming in around you, and not looking forward to anything really serious right now.
Yeah.
Sort of more that playful, looking after your inner child kind of zone, really.
Yeah.
And it's all about giving and receiving with you as well. I feel very, very strongly around that. And allow yourself to receive a little bit around love instead of doing all the giving, because you do have a heart that's bigger than Texas. I feel like you're taking people like children around you, or animals, or things like that, where, you know, you just gather people around you in great numbers, I'm feeling.
I've got Nancy Sinatra in my head singing,
Have you?
These boots are made for walking. That's what they gonna do.
Yeah.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Yes.
And it's she's had to walk out the door.
Oh, so being nice. So being nice, they're gonna walk all over me. Is that what you're telling me? And that is, I mean, they do walk all over me. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
We're having trouble hearing it.
But that's all right.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Mercury's
in retrograde, so we can deal with that.
Yep.
But don't be too nice.
Don't be too nice.
No, especially with the past. We need to close that.
That's why we need the boots.
Yeah, we need the boots, and we need to slam that door.
Yes,
really, so really hard.
Get the boot. Right.
Yes.
So we just let that man go to the wayside.
Yeah. You need to, once you've slammed the door, we need the oxy welder, okay? It's a steel door. It might be a walk-in fridge, we might say.
Yes.
Like really cold. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the oxy welder and go...
Go ahead.
I got out of and
yes.
Really seal the door.
Tell me.
Okay.
Seal it permanently. All right. But it's about loving yourself too.
Yeah.
And it's about having good vibes and expecting the best for yourself as well.
Definitely not staying in the cool room.
Don't stay in the cool room.
No.
Go out in the warmer weather.
Warmer weather.
Much nicer.
Much nicer.
Much nicer out there, isn't it?
Oh, God, yes.
But not the desert.
No, not the desert of Texas.
Not the desert of Texas.
We kind of, I feel it's about, it's all of those things, and it's about going out into the brave new world and finding fun here in your love life, which I think is why we're being so ridiculous in this reading.
Yes.
Because,
we want you to have fun.
We want you to have fun, and Spirit does, because otherwise we wouldn't be carrying on this way.
Yes.
So, it really is. It's about get out there, breath of fresh air, clear the clutter out. If there's clutter around the house, it's time to spring clean that
and emotional clutter too,
particularly, and that'll get your energy moving. That'll bring you very exciting love into your life.
Oh, I love
exciting and that kind of.
So this man is no good for me, right, ladies? This man is like, get away from.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what we're saying. Release that emotional clutter out of your life. You can move forward.
Okay, I totally understand. Can I ask one more question?
Yes,
Can I ask one more question? I just made a move.
Yes.
A major move in my life.
Yes.
What is the purpose
There's a lot of
this move?
But the thing is,
how's this move
for the best, but it just takes a bit of time to settle in with it.
Say that again, please.
Yes, you've made the major move, and there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of uncertainty around the move as well. Okay?
Correct.
And I just want to say, let things settle with this move. And don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
You've made the right move. It's just going to take time to settle into it. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Well, I lived in Florida for 35 years, and I just moved back to PA, Pennsylvania, from Florida.
Oh.
I've been gone 35 years. That's a major move.
Yeah, it was time to come home, darling.
Okay.
And she is home.
She's home, yes.
So you are home. And you're home for the season, the celebratory time of the year as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's definitely the right move. It feels very good, doesn't it?
I feel so, and I actually feel like on a prosperity level, in some ways this is going to be easier.
Yes.
It also feels as if you're able to get your head a whole lot clearer where you've moved to. I feel that with this, I'm kind of excited about the directions this will take, particularly around new social groups and friends.
Yes.
And some that you won't have connected for a very long time, and you'll get to look at and go, that's why. And others that you'll connect with that you haven't connected with for a long time, and you go, yay, that's good.
Yes.
So it's going to be quite exciting, and it's going to bring everything back together that really needed to be there. So that's how I would see it.
I agree, and I feel it's going to bring your life back into balance on some level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we've closed that door to the past. You've known for quite some time you've needed to do that. You've opened up that new door to the future, and in doing so, you're letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you in your life.
Yeah.
So that's clearing up your energy and opening it up for new experiences and new people and new situations. And yes, that will lead to prosperity. And but mainly on an emotional level. Is what I'm really feeling there.
Going to feel really supported.
Yes.
And supportive.
But you've got to allow yourself to feel supported as well, because like I said, you do a lot of giving, and you've got to allow yourself to receive back as well. And there's a lot to be received by you, in fact, in abundance, I'm hearing, through making this very positive move.
So I hope that helps you there, Veronica.
Oh, you did. Thank you so much, ladies. You did wonderful.
You're absolutely.
I appreciate you. And you know what? He can go to the doghouse and just stay there with the dogs, right?
Okay. Will you enjoy that?
Good on you, darling.
Good on you.
Thank you so much there, Veronica. Well, that was kind of exciting.
That was, wasn't it?
She's definitely going through some big change.
Very, very big changes.
The whole way through the reading, I'm like, put the boots on,
That's right.
Put the boots on.
Yes.
This is part of her making that move. And boots, it's about that stepping forward, but it's also about taking back your authority and
taking back your power too. And that's something we should have mentioned. If you're still listening, Veronica, it is about taking back your power, isn't it?
She's had to really do that.
Yeah, she's done a few hard yards there.
Absolutely. Beautiful to have you on again there.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Lovely to be here.
Absolutely.
An absolute pleasure.
You're coming back again.
I will.
You'll have to watch out for when Shirley's coming back on Soulstar Radio.
Yes.
In the meantime, thank you for everyone who's tried to reach out, tried to call in. We're sorry that we cannot get through to more callers, but we've got more shows on this evening where other psychics will be taking more calls, so do feel free to get in touch. We do love to hear from you, and you can connect with us on Facebook. If you type in Soul Star Radio, you'll find us there, and you'll find a post and a link to Shelley and also to myself. Thank you for watching, listening, and being. May the force be with you.
And with you.